I would like to introduce the press conference on the initiative to end homelessness in Los Angeles. I introduce to you at this time Andy Bales.
Thank you, Kitty. It's an honor to be here today, honor to have our partners with us at this time when poverty is at an all-time high and homelessness, especially among families, is at an all-time high in Los Angeles. We think it's an appropriate time to ignite a movement to end homelessness as we know it in Los Angeles. We propose a movement called You Are the Mission to End Homelessness. It's not us doing it, it's our partners, our volunteers, and the members of the public to have a heart change and no longer tolerate homelessness in Los Angeles. We can't be the city of angels at the same time of being the capital of homelessness in the U.S. We want to reduce homelessness on Skid Row by 90% in 3 years. We want to halve the number of people who are homeless in the next 7 years, and within 10 years, we no longer want to be known as the capital of homelessness. And you might ask, why not a 10-year plan? Because people on the streets do not have 10 years, especially those on Skid Row. They don't even have 3 years. Every night for them could be their last, and it's time to take action.
The Sheriff's Department's involvement is simple. We are essentially looking not only to have a true solution to the homeless problem, but to have individuals recognize that all human dignity requires that the haves help the have-nots, that those who cannot help themselves for a variety of reasons can rest assured that their dignity is cared for, even though that dignity has been lost in many respects. So as we proceed forward, the concept of solving the problem will obviously require a greater emphasis out of our federal government to ensure that whatever we do to save the world's populations through engagements of various types that are necessary, that America's population of homeless are necessarily our top priority.
Our job, as the Chief pointed out, is to work in partnership with the Union Rescue Mission and all these great programs that we have right now to create an environment in Skid Row where people can come down here that are in really dire need and can get the services that they need. And quite frankly, it all boils down to the reason we need to do this from a humanitarian standpoint. It's not about statistics. Quite frankly, it can be put in a few words. It's really the right thing to do. So we're proud to partner with URM in this, and thank you very much for your time.
I am so pumped up about the possibility of what this could do. I'm Dr. Mark Brewer from Bel Air Presbyterian Church. As you heard, there are 8,000 houses of worship here in this county. There are 8,000 homeless families. The math isn't that hard to do. You need, just like homelessness is a whole spectrum, as you've heard, so the response has to be a whole spectrum. And we, whether a synagogue or whether a temple, whether a church, whether a cathedral, we have basic two motivations, and it's to love God and to love others. You need the government to help, you need the service providers, you need law enforcement, but houses of faith are naturally wired to care for people, and so we're asking the rabbis and the priests and the pastors to take one of these families. And there's so many working homeless tonight that'll be on the streets. They're not all drug addicted and all psychotically, emotionally broken. To be able to help sponsor them for 2 years, and I think we can do this. LA can make a difference by having the houses of faith together.
So it excites me so much to see programs like the ones with Imagine LA and Union Rescue Mission putting the communities together, because it will make us a better city. Mother Teresa used to say that we have so many conflicts in the world because we forget that we belong to one another. The folks living in Skid Row and spending the cold nights, they are not only those people. The kids sleeping without a shelter and food, they are not those kids. They belong to us. They are our children. They are our city children. They are our church city, our church children living on the street. And the solution, the problem is so grave and huge that we take not only some individuals like Andy Bales, but we take our law enforcement, the whole city, to transform the city and make it a better place to live.
We're going to do all we can do, but we can't do it alone. Not even the group behind me, as powerful as it is, can do it alone. We need people to respond and have a heart change and not rest. I don't rest at night knowing there's folks on the streets. I don't rest well. And if it's raining, if I didn't open up winter shelters and places for people to come in out of the rain, I can tell you I really wouldn't rest easy in my bed. And until we have that kind of holy discontent throughout LA, we will continue to be the capital of homelessness. We have 3% of the population of the U.S. in LA County, and we have 10% of the people who are homeless in the U.S. That is inexcusable for the city of Angels, and that's what we want to challenge today and ignite a movement to end homelessness. We can't do it alone. You are the mission to end homelessness in LA. Thank you.